Hi guys, today is March 13th, 2020, a much better open on Wall Street. Futures are pointing to an over 5% up open and more than 1,000 points. So we'll see what happens, and this is on the heels of Fed pledging to invest or to inject more than $1.5 trillion into the system in liquidity. And also Speaker Pelosi yesterday said that Republicans and Democrats resolved their differences and working on a package for American workers, a relief package. So that's a good news. And so let's jump into stocks. Let's look at the S&P 500. S&P 500, I was told you yesterday, I was watching the 260 level that broke through that level, and now I'm watching the 234 level that was set in 2018. Let's see if that level can hold, but today it looks like we're going higher, and maybe will be a relief day today, so without worrying about this breaching certain levels. So in separate news, let's start with Apple corporate news. Okay, so Wells Fargo upgraded Apple to overweight and said that now is the time to buy Apple, and Apple is reopening 42 stores in China. So it looks like virus is subsiding in China, and Apple is restarting their business. So I agree with Wells Fargo. It's a pretty good time, I think, to buy Apple. Apple is sitting right on its 200-day moving average line. I think it could bounce back, and that's not a bad price for Apple. $248 when it's closed yesterday. Well, it's closing at $266, but even at $266, it's pretty good price for Apple. Okay, let's move on to other companies such as Disney. Okay, so Disney said that they're closing their parks in California, and well, that was an expected move, and the Disney shares dropped to $91.91, which is extremely low. Okay, so they're trading with RSI like 19. Well, don't forget that Disney is not only a parks company. This is only a streaming company right now. They have movies, they have other things, and so Disney is higher this morning, and I think it's pretty good buy for Disney. Okay, so I would be interested in Disney. I may pick up some shares of Disney. Okay, so in a similar move, CMCSA, which is Comcast, is closing their Universal Studio Parks in California. Okay, so this stock is also higher, and this stock came down a lot as well, and it's pretty good and very safe stock to own at this stage. Okay, CMCSA, Comcast. Okay, so let's move on to coronavirus handling stocks. Let's start with Inovio Pharmaceuticals. Inovio Pharmaceuticals yesterday reported earnings. Did not report good numbers, but it doesn't matter. Actually, the numbers carry no weight. Everybody was interested on the conference call. And by the way, I'll listen to the conference call. Everybody was interested what they are going to do with their INO 4800 vaccine and how they're going to proceed with that. And I actually liked it, and I thought it was the same thing that they were saying. Again, they explained how they designed this vaccine in 3 hours, because many short sellers were questioning that statement, such as Citron Research and Andrew Left. But I thought it was perfectly logical. If they have an algorithm to do it, and they have a computer program to do it, they have a sequence, DNA sequence already, and that's perfectly logical to come up with the vaccine in 3 hours. This is not like 19th century that they have to do it. They have to do everything by hand. Okay, so they also said that they will have 1 million doses by the end of the year, but at the same time they said that they may have as an emergency doses earlier. So that was good news, I think, and I like the call, and I think the fact that it dropped could be an opportunity to buy the stock. Symbol INO. Moderna. is another one. I mean, didn't have many news, but stock is higher as everything is higher, and I think in $23 range it's a decent pickup. Vir Biotechnology as well, and Vir is trading higher as well. Actually, Vir is trading lower. Not sure why, but like around $30, Vir is a pretty good pickup in my opinion. Okay, so let's move on to corporate earnings. Oracle reported. Actually, Oracle reported pretty good earnings, and shares are up. Shows the best revenue in nearly 2 years, and increases their share buyback. And it's a business and cloud computing company, and symbol ORCL. And it's a very good place to hide in this environment, actually. And the shares came down a lot, as you can see here. I mean, all the shares came down a lot, but some the good companies such as Oracle, the very solid companies, is a good time to buy them. Okay. Speaking of good companies, Adobe, symbol ADBE, also reported really good numbers, very good, better than expected sales. Cited very moderate effects from coronavirus, and the shares of this company is trading higher, and they came down a lot, as you can see, from $386 high. So maybe not a bad time to pick up Adobe, ADBE. Okay, so Gap also reported earnings, reported pretty good earnings, but I'm not a fan of Gap in this at this stage, because with this uncertainty, we don't know what's going to happen with the retail sales and everything else, GPS. But out of all the retailers, one of the few that's reported pretty good numbers, and not a bad place to be if you are interested in retail in general. Okay, DocuSign reported really good numbers, and it's a very good company. It's an electronic signature company, and better than expected Q4, issued guidance above estimates. Very nice pickup in my opinion. DOCU symbol. Okay, but Broadcom, which is the Apple supplier, symbol AVGO, did not report particularly good numbers, and the outlook is uncertain due to coronavirus fears. And but the company, the stock is up a little bit this morning, because everything is up this morning. But I'm not sure if I want to pick up Broadcom on these news. Okay, so Slack Technologies also reported earnings, and everybody was expecting that they will report like fantastic earnings, give like unbelievable guidance, but it's not the case. And but the stock is trading a little bit higher. But I mean, they actually beat but didn't provide particularly good guidance. It's uncertain times, because CEO said that they're not sure how much companies will have spending budgets, and so I'm not sure if I want to pick up work at this point. Okay, in general, cruise line stocks are jumping this morning a lot, like RCL, for example, Royal Caribbean. Okay, they're jumping a lot, and CCL and NCLH. I don't know if I want to pick up those companies. I mean, they're jumping this morning a lot, and hopefully, U.S. government will support cruise and leisure companies, especially airlines. I think first of all, you need to support airlines companies, in my opinion. So I would rather own airlines at this point than cruise companies, because this is a very dangerous pickup in my opinion. Okay, so but in general, I like cloud computing stocks such as Akamai Technology. Okay, Akamai, symbol AKAM. Okay, and they didn't fall a lot compared to other stocks that fell during the sell-off, because this is the company that provides distributed networking, and it's a cloud company, it's a security company, so it's a very good place to be in during those uncertain times. So AKAM is a good company to own. Cloud companies, speaking of them, Microsoft is the first company I'm gonna pick up, and I've been picking up Microsoft shares already. I'm mad at myself that I didn't pick up more shares yesterday, but that's okay. I mean, it's opening higher. It's a cloud company. Another cloud company is Amazon. Amazon is also trading higher. It's pretty good pickup in my opinion, and it was trading very low. I thought I should have picked it up yesterday as well, but who knows, maybe we'll have a chance. I mean, futures are higher, but who knows where the market will close. Okay. Another company that I wanted to give you is Cloudera. Cloudera reported very good numbers, and it's another cloud company, and it's not very expensive, opening higher, and I think it's a very good place to be as well. Okay, and of course my horses, AMD, NVIDIA, and AMAT. Okay, and another cloud company that I want to mention is CRM. Okay, Salesforce.com. It's a very good place to be in these uncertain times. Okay, guys, that's it. That's the wrap of the day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and I'll see you Monday.